In this video, I'm going to show you how to build your own AI-powered web app using FastAPI and Google Gemini. So the app is going to look like this, and we'll be using Google Gemini model in this one. You can use OpenAI as well. You just have to use the dependency, nothing else. And we'll connect the front end to the backend, send the user prompt to Gemini. So let's see how it's going to work. First, we'll have some placeholder in the front end part. We'll be using some user query in the front end. So this is going to be in the front end, and then we will be sending this query to the backend part, obviously. So this is going to be as a request from the user side, or we can say from the front end side, and it will change the query to prompt. Here it will change to prompt, and the backend will send this prompt to the third party LLM that we are using. So right now we are using Gemini, so we can say Gemini, or it can be OpenAI. So LLM will send some generated content to the backend, and then backend will send it to the front end as a response. So it will work as a response, and the front end will show us the correct output or the generated content. So that's how it's going to be. And these are some dependencies that you have to install before going into the code section. So we have to install the fast API for the server, Uvicorn, to run the server. These use the Google models, and the multipart and Zynga 2 for the template that we are going to use. So I'll show you how it works. So let's see how it works in the website. I'll be giving some prompt to the LLM, or we can say I'll just ask some question. So I've asked one question, and let's see what it generates. So here you can see the output is there. You can see this is generative AI. It is about generative AI. All the stars and the hashtag are coming from the front end part, so you don't have to worry about that. You can customize that also. And this is the fast API, but it is a modern high platform web framework for building APIs with Python. This. Now everything is there. It is giving some code as well. See, that's how we create an endpoint. I'll be creating one, so you should be aware of this as well. And if you are not, then I'll explain it. Nothing to worry about. So that's how it works. And one more thing, that you can create your Google API key using this Google AI Studio. You can go to this website, that is AI Studio. You can create the API key using this button. You can use the older project as well as you can create a new project, and then just copy the API key and then just paste it here or in your .env file and just import it. It doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that the app should be working. So first of all, you have to install those dependencies, and then you have to run your server using code, that is Python -m Uvicorn for the server, main and colon, then app, then -- reload. So this will just run your backend, and your front end is already attached to it using this template equals to template directly templates, and it will return the template index.html. It will render this page. So let's see how it works. In the first part, we are importing some important thing that we are going to use in our project. So first one is the Google Gemini SDK to interact with the model. And then we have this fast API to create our server. And then we have this JSON responses, basically our API responses. And then we have this Jinja 2 template for the templating to basically to serve HTML from the template folder, because see, as you can see, the index.html that is present in our template folder. You can check it out. You can create your own custom index.html. It doesn't matter. And then we are initializing the fast API. So the syntax is like this. You have to write app equals to fast API, and then we'll not be sending any parameters here. And we are configuring the template directly where our front end file is there, is present. So our front end file is in templates. So we can just write directory templates. And then we are configuring our Gemini API key. So this is a key we can use in our .env as well, so that our backend can authenticate with Google AI services. And then we are using our model. So Flash is optimized for speed and cost efficiency. So I'm using this. And now we have this. We have two routes basically. One is the get route and one is post route. In the get, we are using the. So this is the root route. The root route runs when someone opens the browser. So as soon as you go to this website, see, this is the root. As you can see, if you'll just write / and you will enter it, you will go to this website because this is the root route. and then it will return the response. So how it is working? In the get part, it is doing nothing, but it is returning the template and it is rendering this index.html. That is the front end part, nothing else. And in the post one, we are generating the content. So how it is working? This is a core API endpoint, and the front end sends a post request here. This request is post, and this one is get. This post request here, when the user clicks the generate button, it will be redirect to this endpoint, and we are using this try. So here, FastAPI parses the incoming JSON automatically in this line, and then we are extracting the data, or we can say extracting the prompt that user has sent from the user body, or we can say request body. If there's no prompt, it will return an error, or you can say 400 status code. And if the prompt is there, then it will return the content that is generated using the model that we have already predefined here, right? That is going to be Gemini 2.5 flash. Otherwise, it will return the exception error and everything else. That's how the things is going to work in this video. So the HTML index.html is nothing but it contains the UI part, nothing else. It contains the how the messaging work is working. So created is using the AI, so you can also create it. Nothing, it doesn't matter how you create it because the front end is not that important part. The thing should be that your backend should be working properly. So that's how it works. If you like the video, do subscribe, comment, and if you want to learn any other topic, you can just write comment and I'll create a video on it if I'll get time. So yeah, that's it on this video.